Hey everybody, Adventures Without a Roadmap here. Kate and James coming to you live from Cedar Point. We are back in Ohio. We are currently, the park is open until 10 p.m. so you can see that it's dark out this time when we're doing this video. And I will show you guys our little parking lot dilemma and why we're going to go ahead and shoot these videos while we are sitting in the car. So I'm going to show you guys what the parking lot looks like right now. It's crazy. So as you can see, there are cars everywhere, and they're in these long lines to leave, and it's like this massive traffic jam. So right now, we're just gonna sit and tell you about our day at Cedar Point, which was a really good day. It ended up much better than it started.
So today is Saturday, and I think it's like June 25th or 26th.
26th, I think.
June 26th. And we drove through the night because yesterday we were checking out of Modesto Beach in South Carolina, so we had a 14-hour drive. We got to Cedar Point right
About 8:20ish?
Right before they opened the gates. So they opened the gate for parking at 8:30, so I got here. We stopped at McDonald's and then got here right at like 8:25, so we're like pretty perfect timing. And then, yeah, so we got through security and
ran to the Steel Vengeance.
Jogged/ran all the way to Steel Vengeance.
And it was closed.
Waited for about 20 minutes and they told us it was closed. So then...
And I don't even think it ended up opening until like, I don't know, like 11 o'clock or something, or 12. I don't know. It was closed for a long time.
Yeah, we had early admittance again with our season passes, so you can start riding rides at 9. But we didn't ride our first ride until like closer to 11.
Because we got in line for the Maverick then, and that was closed down too.
Yeah, so we basically waited. I took kind of a little nap as we waited for the Maverick to open, and then we were probably, we were like 5th or 6th in line for that one, and we were kind of bummed because we wanted to ride in the front row, and the worker's like, no.
But then she let the person behind us ride in the front row.
She's like, it's too busy, and then she let, the people right behind us.
She let the next two groups go in the front row.
So I was definitely
We were a little bit frustrated, but we had fun in the middle of the road, and it was still a good ride.
So after riding that, it was already close to 11. We looked at our app and we're gonna ride the Millennium Force, and it said it had a 30-minute wait, but when we got there, it had what looked like
an hour wait.
Probably an hour and a half wait. And so it was really close to 11, and so we got our Panda Express and ate that. Then when we were walking back, we saw that they were doing like the test runs on the Top Thrill dragster, so we waited in line for that. We had probably about a 45-minute to an hour wait for that once they opened it, because it was down.
It was like, by the time we got on it, like the line was like completely full. The line was insane by the time we finished.
When we got in line, it was a 45-minute wait or so, and there was no one waiting for the line beforehand. Like no one was on the ride yet because it hadn't opened for the day yet. And that, like once we got on the ride, you could see that the line was like super long.
It was really long.
So we kind of dodged a bullet by getting the line when the wait time wasn't like too ridiculously long. Then we rode the Magnum XL 3 times in a row.
It's a steel coaster, but it is like the roughest steel coaster ever.
Yeah,
it is
like
very rough, very jerky.
It's like their original, like some sort of type of coaster from a long time ago.
First like hyper coaster.
It's like really small and old-fashioned, and so
a lot. Sometimes people have to leave.
It like really hurts your legs if you're
the
bigger.
bar like nails your legs every time you do a bump.
So it's a really funny spot to like look at the photos afterwards because everyone's faces are just like
our
crazy.
faces are all like, this is
like
fun, but your face looks like you're in pain.
Yeah, we're like in agony and pain, and my face always looks crazy. It like hurts no matter what, but it's actually a pretty fun ride for how old it is, and
there's usually like a 5 to 10 minute wait for that one.
After all the big rides, it'd probably be my favorite ride, probably after mainly the big ones. So we did that.
It's decently long too.
We did that 3 times, and then we went back to the Millennium Force, and we did that one twice because the line wasn't super long. We really liked that one this time as well compared to the rides. Well, compared to the rides we did in South Carolina at Carowinds. We were way more impressed with the Millennium Force. Yeah, Millennium Force. So
it's really fun.
It makes you like black out after you go down this little hill. It almost makes you like black out, which I like. Well, I mean, it's kind of a weird feeling, but you just can't see for a second, and so that feeling is cool. And then you just go really fast around all these different curves and all that stuff. So it just makes it more intense. And so the rides we did in South Carolina didn't do that for us. They seemed really slow and smooth, but just not nearly the same effect as the Millennium Force. So after doing the Millennium Force, we then got in line for, we were thinking about either doing the Raptor or Blue Streak, which is an older roller coaster.
We probably should have picked Raptor, but we did Blue Streak.
We did Blue Streak, and the wait was about, I don't know, probably 30 or 40 minutes. And it's like
a really small little wooden coaster.
And the wait was like right directly in the sun, so it was pretty hot like as we were waiting. But today was a pretty cool day, so it wasn't like terribly too bad. Not like what we're gonna get in Vegas in a little bit. But yeah, so we waited, and we basically got the back row for that, and it was okay. It wasn't my favorite. It seemed very short, and it was just like a little simple wooden coaster. Kate
you just kind
may
of
liked it. I think Kate liked it more than me, but it seemed very short. And
it was really short.
For that
it was
weight,
really small.
For that weight, it wasn't, to me, worth it. I liked the Magnum XL better than that one.
Yeah. When we were getting off of it, we saw them escorting people off the Raptor from like the unloading dock area, or like the last like train had like made it to the end, but like couldn't be brought all the way into the unloading station, so they were like unloading people. And so I think the Raptor stayed down. I don't know if it ever opened up again.
Yeah.
So we probably should have done that instead of Blue Streak, so we could have done it once today, but before it broke down.
The other ride that broke, like when we were here last time, was still broken because they have to like order some special part for it. And it seemed or appeared that some of the other coasters that we haven't done in a while were also closed, and so
definitely a lot more rides closed today.
Yeah, so that was frustrating quite a few people. At that time it was around 5-ish or so, and so we decided to go get our next Panda Express because we wanted to ride some of the other roller coasters at night. And we ate real quick, and then we went down and did the Steel Vengeance ride.
And it was a fairly short wait. It was like a 45-minute wait.
Yeah, it was like way shorter than, it said it was 90 minutes, but when we got there it was way shorter. And so we ended up doing that one at the end of the night. I think we did it 4 times in the back, 1 time in the middle, and 1 time in the second to back row, I believe. So we got to do it 6 times in a row. So we ended it
4 hours.
Yeah, in 4 hours, which is really, really impressive because usually it's like a 2 or 3 hour wait just to ride it 1 time. So we got to ride it 6 times.
And luckily tonight they were like letting you actually line up until the park closes for that ride. I don't know if they did that for every ride, but this ride was letting people on until 10 o'clock. Whereas last time we were here, they were closing off the line like at an hour before the park closed. If the ride line was an hour, so I think they have more employees too.
Yeah, on their Steel Vengeance, they were being like really efficient and running, and
they had a timer, so they were all trying to beat the timer. And so
we were really just shocked about how like empty it was as far as like getting in line.
Yeah.
Compared to what we've seen like the last few days. You might just open your door. Open your door. Try to open your door. And then we did at the end, like when we were leaving the park, there was like all these security guys, and they were like checking something, and they
were shining their flashlight underneath one of the roller coasters.
Yeah, and apparently they were like kicking different people out of the park today and stuff. Yeah, but definitely a very, very crowded day. But it started out kind of like not the best because we weren't able to ride a whole lot of rides because the wait times were all like 2 hours long.
It was insanely long.
But then we got lucky, I guess, and the steel vineyards opened up around dinner time for everyone and for kids to like get taken home and that kind of thing. They also had like they're celebrating the 150th anniversary of Cedar Point, and so they're giving away like lifetime passes to certain people, and then you can also like try to win like this VIP access thing by doing this stuff on your phone. So we unfortunately did not win today, so no lifetime season passes for us yet. Or
we'll try again tomorrow if they're doing it again.
I think they're doing it every day.
We also bought a giant bag of Mike and Ike's yesterday at Donuts. Yay! That's what we're snacking on right now. Sugar Rush. So yeah, that was our second round of Cedar Point.
We're planning on doing it at least 2 more days, maybe
Sunday
3.
and Monday. Yeah, that was our Cedar Point day. We're hoping tomorrow is not quite as crowded. There's like a 44% chance of rain tomorrow. So we're hopefully the rain holds off. We'll see. But we do love it that the park is open until 10 o'clock now instead of 7 o'clock. So
you're just able to do.
We can ride the rides in the night, in the dark, which is awesome. I believe that's it for today's Cedar Point experience. It was really awesome getting to the steel inventions over and over and over, though. So it is an epic ride. So
definitely one of our favorite amusement parks. Definitely my favorite Cedar Fair park, and probably I don't know. I like it better.
My favorite roller coaster park.
For sure.
I don't like it more than Disney. Because Disney is magical. This one is just a pure adrenaline rush.
I like the rides way better here than
But
Disney.
this one is focused on adrenaline roller coasters. And so it's pretty stacked with the quality of coasters here.
That's it.
Alright. We will check in with you guys tomorrow about day 2. Bye.
Definitely check out Cedar Point. Bye.